After grinding for 6 months since last year, I saw really huge progress. Hi everyone, my name is Graffel. I was a die-hard gamer, spending countless of hours immersed in this virtual world. Then I decided I needed to change. I wanted to channel that same dedication and passion into something tangible, which is why I decided to get in shape. When it comes to losing weight and getting into shape, we have a lot of reasons behind it. At my age right now, I'm already 39, so the reason will be in for health purposes. And every time we have a gathering in my circle of friends, I hear stories like, "Oh, my doctor told me to lose weight because I was borderline into a high sugar level," which is really common, especially if you're approaching to the age of 40. They said life starts at 40 because of that. It's inevitable that as we grow older, illness may likely to occur, but wouldn't it be great if we can delay the process and just by getting into shape? Big yes, right? Who doesn't want that? For me, I just wanted to be healthy. That's why I chose to get into shape. But I would be lying if I don't want that six-pack abs. Just don't tell my wife that I want to be shredded when going shirtless at the beach. In the past, I attempted many times to get that unreachable six-pack abs, but I failed a lot of times. Every time I reach maybe around 3 months, I believe, I kind of like give up because nothing's changed. My body's still the same. And after grinding for 6 months since last year, I saw really huge progress. Though it wasn't enough to reveal my six-pack abs, I was able to have that two-pack abs like pop. And I've never reached in that point in the past. That's why I was so happy, and that's why I'm sharing with you my fitness journey that I did. All right, on to the lessons I learned from my weight loss journey. Number one is having a goal. Having a goal written down will make your journey into weight loss more meaningful because you have something to look forward in the future. This will make your process even more exciting, like when you're hitting your macros. Macros, talking about your protein, carbs, and fat. And every time you push that workout rep to failure, you're gonna be like, this is gonna be worth it someday. Without that big goals, you won't have any idea on what you need to do right now, like literally, like today. If you have that big goal, for example, uh, in if you have a goal for the six-pack abs, so you need to lose a lot of body weight, and so right now you will know what to do. Like, I should eat less than I was eating before. Just make sure that that big goal is use it as a guide and not something to be achieved like overnight, like, oh, I'm gonna work out today and then tomorrow I'm gonna be like have that six-pack abs. It doesn't work that way. You should focus on the process, and then the result will take care of by itself. Number two is that you need to focus only on two things. One is your calorie intake, and then number two is your protein intake. That's it. That's the things that you need to focus on. This is because it's backed by science and it's all about numbers, right? And then there's no magic pill behind losing weight and building muscle. When it comes to losing fat, there is no substitute in tracking your calories. Imagine if your car dashboard says you have only 15 kilometers before it's gonna be empty, and then your work is 30 kilometers from your place. Do you think you will reach that destination? No, right? You're gonna run out of gas and then you'll be stuck on the road. It's the same when you're trying to lose fat or weight. If you're not tracking your calories, it's really impossible to lose weight, because if you're not trying to like track it, you wouldn't know if you're eating less than your maintenance. I know a lot of people are a fan of intermittent fasting, which I do it also, but they miss the point that you still need to count your calories, because if you're not counting, you're just, oh, I'm doing this fast for 14 hours with no eating, then I eat two big meals or one big meal or whatever. You will still gain some weight or not lose weight in the process. They thought that eating a certain time of the day, you will lose weight. An example is, there's a famous, I think in the past, I used to believe it. They said that, oh, no eating after 6, and then you eat the next day with intermittent fasting, and then your body will burn fat or whatever. No, our body doesn't care what time you eat in a day, as long as you're in calorie deficit, meaning you'll eat less than your maintenance, you will lose weight. Number 4 is staying consistent on your workouts. This is where I struggle the most in staying consistent on my workouts, and I tried solving it in many ways. And even I watch a bunch of YouTube videos on how to be productive, and then they had this thing called the 5-minute rule. So 5-minute rule, you will tell to yourself, oh, I'm just gonna do this for 5 minutes, like stretching or running on a treadmill, and then I can work out consistently. And then another thing was, get your clothes ready, like your gym clothes, the day before. So for me, I'm working out at home, so I don't need to do that. I that's I decided to reduce the friction by not going to the gym. That productivity hack worked out for a bit, but then I went back to being lazy, like missing 3 workout days, which is really not good. You're gonna struggle to come back and do your workouts again. And then I came across Willpower when I read the book The One Thing by Gary Keller. When we tie our success to our willpower without understanding what that really means, we set ourselves up for failure. We need willpower to do our workouts, and it, just imagine willpower is like a battery or a power bar on your cell phone. It has a limited life. So where am I going with this? When you wake up in the morning, your willpower is on full. If you heard some like millionaire gurus or productive people on how to stay ahead of everyone, is to wake up early and then do the difficult tasks, or the most important task that needs to be done, like working out. It's true, they're right, because that time when we wake up, our willpower is on full bar, and then we can easily take on the task like working out or even running outside. The way I did this is, after waking up, grab my phone, not to scroll on Instagram, but to record my weight for that day, and then onto consume like pre-workout or Rice Krispies. I like Rice Krispies because it has carbs, and then the pre-workout. Usually, I just take coffee or the pre-workout like juice that comes in the powder, if you know what I mean. In this way, you'll get your workout out of your day and not dread the rest of the day, like finding time to do your workout if you were not able to do it in the morning. There's a lot of factors that go in order to plan your day and squeeze in that workout time, especially if you're a parent like me. I have two kids, and then I usually pick them up around in the afternoon every day. So if I do it after picking them up, I won't have that willpower anymore to be able to do my workouts. All right, on to the last one, the fifth one. The fifth one is that underestimating on how much body weight or body fat you need to lose. Since my goal on my fitness journey is to have that six-pack abs and to look shredded, so I need to lose, maybe go down to about 10% body fat to really reveal that six-pack abs. When I took my first photo to start off my fitness journey, I was confident that, oh, I'm gonna have six-pack abs in 6 months' time. But I was wrong. I didn't consider on how much muscle I have in my build and how much fat that's covering it. Oh, for reference, I did a 6-month transformation video. If you would like to see it, I will link in the description down below if you want to see it for reference that what I'm talking about right now is the things that I really went through. Sorry, I digress, but going back to the fifth lesson. So I was lifting in the past, on and off, not really consistent, but I did underestimate that I didn't build that much muscle so that when I lean down in my journey, like 6 months, I can really have that abs popping out. So that's the thing. And then when you're thinking about how much weight that you need to lose, like, oh, I need to lose 10 pounds to reveal my abs, make sure you double it. Just double it so that you won't be heartbroken. You'll make the process more like doable because you'll be thinking like, oh, I need I need to shed more weight to reveal that abs. All right, that's a wrap. And that was my lessons that I learned throughout my 6-month journey. And when you think about 6 months, 6 months is, if you're starting out, you'll be thinking like, oh, 6 months is really long. No, it's not. It's gonna pass. Then you will reach to the point that, oh, it's already 6 months. Is that fast? And then 6 months is kind of like a sweet spot because anything you do, like if you're learning a guitar or learn any skill, 6 months you really have a huge progress, and that's where people underestimate the time frame. And then yeah, then there you go. Thanks for watching.